Hello everyone, this is Nicklas and welcome to my new series, Nicklas Minecraft Lab. And before we get started, let me just show what we are going to do in this series. So let me run to this small noteboard. In this series we will focus on examining various things in Minecraft, how they work and why they work as they do and so on. So there will be essentially no building stuff. We will run the latest version or snapshot, and currently we're using the 1.8 pre-released 3, and it will soon change to 1.8 I think, but that remains to be seen. The next thing, I will be using 3 different worlds, and it's all single player worlds, and so there is this super flat world. Then there will be one ordinary with normal terrain world, and then I will have my single player world that we will use for examining things. And if you look in the description you will find a download link to all of these worlds. I will be using English, speaking English in this series. And finally read the description for this video if you want the links and everything that I mentioned in the video. So let's get started. We will leave this world and enter my single player world. Okay, so welcome to my base in my single player world. I will not do a tour today in this. You will have to look in my older episodes if you want to look what's happening here, or you can download the world yourself and look around. But the theme for today is snow. And the reason is that I have a snow golem here in my basement of my base. And as you see, he produces snow. And this was an extremely simple and not very pretty construction to get the snow. But it works. And it had its purpose, and I got the snow I needed at that time. I would make a better snow machine later. But the thing is, DocM in a recent video said that below level 64 they will not produce any snow. And I press F3 and we notice that we are on Y30. So we are on level 30, so we're way below 64, and we still produce snow here. So actually DocM, he showed in this video that it was actually 64. When the snow golem was on 63, it didn't produce any snow, and when it was on 64 it did produce. So there is something more to this. It wasn't that simple that DocM mentioned. And also Ifo in a recent video, he mentioned this fact as well, because he noticed that he also thought that it was 64, but noticed in his world that he also got snow further down. Okay, so I moved up from the basement of my base, and so now we are above the previous place basically. So we've constructed a snow golem, and you will see, okay, he will produce snow here as well. And now we will get intercepted by various monsters here, and things will start to get nasty. But anyway, we notice, and we can look at the biome. We are on a plains biome here, so I think that is important. I actually think it's the biome that matters if we get this snow or not. And as you see here, we have some kind of mountain here, and we have plenty of snow on that one as well. So we would assume that we would get snow there from snow golems as well. Let us get up there. Now we are at almost Y100. It's 99, so it's almost 100. And of course, if we have a snow golem at this point, we will get a lot of snow as well. It's almost snow everywhere here, because as soon as it rains, it will snow at this place, and we will get the snow on the ground here. But let's move down in further down. Do we get snow there as well? Okay, so I dug a hole straight down and put a snow golem here, and of course it will produce snow here as well. So in this biome we will get snow. It's extreme hills biome. We will get snow everywhere basically. And we also got the snow from the snow golem in the plains biome. So now we will have to find some biome where we don't get snow and see if it is a different thing there. Now we're in a swampland biome, and as you can see, the snow golem will survive here, but there will be no production of snow on the ground here. So the question is, do we get something if we move up in the sky? Let's say to y equals 100 or something. Let's try it out. I got really far up. I'm at 191, so it's far up here, and as you can see, now we actually do get snow from this snow golem. So don't jump off, it's dangerous, we're really high up. So the question is now, at what level do we not get any snow any longer? And well, I guess I have to try it out actually. So this is tricky business. So how do we do this in an efficient way now? Could we perhaps do this together with the snow golem going down here? No, I don't think so. It will not succeed, I don't think so. So we will have to go down and try a new level. Should we well, let me get back when I get to 100. Okay, now we are at y equals to 100, and we're still getting snow, so this is nice. Now we have to get down even further. I didn't expect this actually, but I've never tried it out properly before, so this is a good exercise. Let's go down to 80. 80 is a good number. And I will of course make this platform even smaller for every time, because it's so boring to do it. Okay, we're still getting snow, so now it's really just down there we don't get snow. So let's go down to 70. And we are still getting snow. So maybe it was actually that we were on 63 here, and maybe Dokiem was right, because here is 64. So let's put the iron golem here. I have to move this one. No. So it worked at 70, not at 64. So we have to get up. How many steps do we need to get up? Try this one. Here it works. Nice. So let's remove. Was a spider jumping for me? Oh, nice. So here it didn't work. So we are really on the limit here. So if the iron golem goes up one step further here, he actually will produce snow. So it didn't work on 65, but on 66 here it works. Okay, let's try it one more time, just to be sure. Like that. Okay, so this is an interesting result. Now we know that on 65 we don't get it, and on 66 we do get. And the thing was that in Dokiem, when he showed in his video, it was a difference between 63 and 64. So now the question is, why do we have these different levels? So my assumption is that it has to do with the different biomes, and that they have different temperatures. So let me get back to the base, and we will look at the figures for the temperature of different biomes. Okay, so I looked up the temperatures, and I looked up this on the Minecraft wiki, and here we see that on the plains we have a temperature. It's called 0.8, and I actually don't know what this figure means. But we see that for extreme hills, for example, we had 0.2, and swampland we have the same as plains, it's 0.8, and river we have a colder, it's 0.5, and in the desert we have the warmest, I think it's 2.0. Okay, so this doesn't tell us immediately, because the first experiment we made, it was on a plains, but actually I was not fully accurate in that first measurement, or the first, when we first looked into this, because if you look here, we're actually in a river biome. So we are on a border between the river and the plains biome. So when we are down here, we are actually both in the plains and the river biome. So the snow golem is actually in the river biome. And the river biome, it's 0.5, so it has a different temperature compared to plains. It's colder. But the thing is that here it's definitely plains. And look here, this snow golem is actually not able to produce any snow here. So for some reason I've managed to pick a spot here which is actually in river biome, and we get snow there. But in this part we're not in the plains biome. So to conclude this, we can't make any conclusion. Because in the swampland we were able to get, if we were above 66 or above, we were actually able. But in the plains biome here, we noticed that we actually got the snow on some level. But maybe we should find out exactly which level we do get it on. So when we got the snow here in the plains biome, we were on level 71. So we need to go further down, and we noticed down at level 30 we did not get any. So let's see here if we still in the plains here, or if we are in the river. Oh, it's okay here. So let's see, we are on 64. So maybe we will get the same result here as Doc M got in his video. That could of course be interesting. So now we're putting it on 63 here. Okay, so this one is not producing any snow. And let's see, we put it on 64. No snow. Okay, and they're not moving. Okay, so we will have to jump up here ourselves and produce a new one. 66. And now we get snow. And on 65 we also got snow. So for this biome, the plains biome, we actually get snow in 65. In the swampland it was 66. So well, what conclusion can we make here? Not much actually. So I think the temperature of the biome will make a difference here where the snow is produced or not, because there are different temperatures basically. And depending on the temperature, the height will be different where the snow will actually be able to produce as well. So over there in the extreme hills, which is a cold biome, we can get it on all levels. But in other levels you will only get it if you get above a certain level. Such as here, we need to get up at level 65, or in the swampland over there we needed 66. And I assume there are other ones where you will actually need to get up to level 100 before you actually get some snow. So what Doc M said in his video was slightly too simplified actually. This was really tricky to actually find where the snow is possible to produce. So if you want to do it down in a cave, don't pick the plains biome. You need something that is colder basically, and plains and swampland is too warm. Extreme hills is a good pick. River you can do. Desert, forget it. Okay, I hope you learned something about snow.